Hey all, welcome to Share Trick, where science meets investments, and I'm your host Raj. Friends, let me start with a blunt question. What happens when machines get so good at work that humans no longer have jobs to earn the money to buy the very things those machines produce? High quality, inexpensive, and amazing products. Well, that's not science fiction. It's the economic riddle artificial intelligence and robotics are forcing on us right now. AI today isn't just crunching numbers or writing reports, it's designing drugs, analyzing markets, optimizing supply chains, even coding new software. Pair that with robotics. Robots in hospitals, warehouses, farms, and eventually autonomous fleets on the road. And we are looking at one of the steepest productivity shocks in modern history. On paper, this sounds like a dream. Faster output, cheaper goods, fewer errors, higher quality. But here's the paradox: productivity without income doesn't translate into prosperity. Governments are still taxing payrolls and income as if the 20th century job market still exists. Meanwhile, white collar jobs from lawyers to analysts are being chipped away by AI. Blue collar and service jobs are being undercut by robotics, and fresh graduates are hitting a brick wall trying to get the first foothold into the workforce. If households lose steady income, then demand falls. Even if supply becomes infinite, you could fill every store shelf in the world. But if buyers don't have wages, markets collapse. We have seen this feedback loop before. When productivity outpaces wages, inequality widens, unrest follows. Scale that up to an AI first world, and we are looking at widespread poverty in the middle of plenty. This is all the more impactful for developed nations, which are at the forefront of the AI revolution. If you're finding this perspective useful, my friends, I request you that please press like. It helps more investors like yourself discover this channel. That said, can productivity actually save us? Now, here's the contrarian angle. Some economists argue that cheaper goods will offset stagnant wages. If food, energy, healthcare, and housing get dramatically cheaper thanks to AI and robotics, maybe households don't need the same income to enjoy a decent standard of living. Think of it as a deflationary boom. But history suggests that while deflation can temporarily help consumers, it's dangerous for economies when prices fall too far. Companies cut investment, wages decline further, and the spiral feeds itself. That's why redistribution policies may be essential, not optional. The real question for policymakers isn't just how do we regulate AI models, it's how do we tax AI enabled productivity so that wealth circulates. Options on the table include Universal Basic Income or UBI, which is a direct safety net funded by taxing AI productivity. Robot or automation tax is another venue, making capital owners contribute to social stability. Equity sharing models where citizens gain a stake in AI driven platforms similar to sovereign wealth funds. The choice may vary by country, but doing nothing is not an option because the biggest risk is not that AI fails, it's that it succeeds brilliantly while the economic system around it collapses under its own contradictions. From an investment perspective, here's the bottom line. The winners in short term are the companies building AI models, robotic platforms, and automation infrastructure. But long term, these very gains could trigger political backlash, new taxation regimes, or structural redistribution policies. If you're investing in AI, don't just look at the technology, watch the policy landscape because regulations is going to be the ultimate driver of sustainable returns. And friends, as I always said in the past, if you look at the AI cycle, it will first begin with the GPUs and the hardware, then it will become the data centers, then you have the consultancies, and then it will be individual industries adapting AI to their own businesses with the help of those consultants. And that's when the AI revolution, the new industrial revolution, will come to its fruition. And that's where you will see the maximum gains. That's going to be the zenith or peak of the whole thing. And at that point of time, if we don't have a income distribution system, the wealth inequality will be very profound, with owners of the capital deployed on AI integrated services and products are going to make disproportionate amount of money, at least momentarily, until their customers don't have any more money. And that would lead to a collapse of the entire system and also a huge social unrest or a revolution of some kind. So we have to look forward to electing mature, forward-looking leaders across the globe who are looking at these problems proactively and coming up with solutions and engineering social discourse and the necessary social compromise. Thanks for watching this video. If you are not yet subscribed, can you please subscribe and help grow the channel? Well friends, that brings me to an end of this video. Bye for now.